And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWAH'S. Like always, the priest brought it out mighty in the spirit, and we're going to keep rolling on with it, right?
That's right.
So let me get the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 11, right? And let me get the book of, let me get Luke 14 and 38, right? What's like it? First, let me get First Peter 4 and 17. Let me get 1 Peter 4 and 17, right? So read what you got, Joel 2 and 11.
Con, this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 11.
Right.
And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army.
Before his what?
Before his army.
What are we?
His army. His army.
Right, read.
For his camp.
For his what?
For his camp.
For his what?
For his camp.
What are we?
His camp.
Right, read.
Is very great.
Right.
For he is strong.
For he is what?
For he is strong.
Right.
That executeth his word.
That do what?
That executeth his word.
So we gonna be strong in executing the words of the Lord, man.
That's right.
So today we gonna get into a different message, right? Because I know all the time we come out here and we kind of get on the other nations, right? We kind of get on the wicked of our people, right? But today we gonna get in in-house problems, right? We gonna talk about in-house issues, right?
Bring it on.
Going on with the nation of Israel, with brothers that's so called in this truth, man, right? Because the Lord not a respecter of persons, man.
That's right.
And if we the servants of the Lord, we can't be respected as persons, man.
That's
so
right.
we don't come out here and we don't give a damn if you a leader of a camp. We don't give a damn if you just coming into the truth.
Right.
Right? We don't care if you over 1,000 men, 10,000 men, right? Because that means nothing to the Most High, man.
That's right.
Hey, David was king over all Israel.
That's right.
And when he went off, the Lord judged him, man.
Right.
So the Lord ain't a respecter of persons, man.
Right.
So if you going off, the Lord go send his servants out to let you know, man.
Right. Bring it out,
so we
man.
gonna be strong in executing the words of the Lord. Read on.
For the day of Yahweh.
For the what?
For the day of Yahweh.
Right.
Is great.
Is what?
It is great.
Right.
And very terrible.
And very what?
And very terrible.
Man, we out here to let y'all know, man. Right? Some of our people deceived out here. Right? Some of our people puffed up. They got the big head. But we out here to let you know, man, the day of the Lord is very terrible.
Right.
You don't want to be a part of that. So now's the time to examine yourself, man, and to check yourself before the Lord check you, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
And who can abide it?
And who what?
And who can abide it?
And the Lord said, who can abide it, man? So we go get into these scriptures. Let me get Zephaniah 2 and 1. And when you get there, hold that and go to Hebrews 10 to 25.
Bring it out.
Read what you got, King.
This is the book of 1 Peter,
Right.
chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come.
For the what?
For the time is come.
And the time has come right now, here today, right? We living in the time right now. We living in the end days, man, right? You got all hell breaking off around the world, man. So now is the time for the Israelites to come together as a people, man, right? Read on.
That judgment,
That what?
that judgment
Right.
must begin at the house of the Most High.
At the what?
At the house of the Most
So
High.
the Lord said judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, man. Who is the house of the Most High? That's talking about the children of Israel. But not only the children of Israel, but us today who know that we Israelites. Us today that's leaders over congregations. Us today that's just coming into this truth. Right? Read on.
And it first begin at us.
If it what?
And it first begin at us.
So it first gonna begin at us, man. The Lord judging all these other nations. But at the same time, the Lord go judge his people first, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
What shall the end of them be
Right.
that obey not the gospel?
That do what?
That obey not the gospel
Right.
of the Most High.
Read on.
Verse 18. And if righteous scarcely be saved.
So in these last days, the Lord said the righteous, they scarcely go be saved, man. That means they barely go make it. Right? Read on.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly
The what?
and the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So the Lord said, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear, man? Right?
Right.
So we out here to let you know, man. Right? This message is for the nation of Israel. Right? Cause we see what's going on around the nation, man. You got a lot going on, man. You got a lot of drama going on, man. You got brothers hating their own brothers, right? Right? You got respecters of persons. You got man worshipers. You got man pleasers, right? You got brothers hating their own brothers, man. So we gonna talk about all these situations, man. We finna get into it, man, right? Cause in these last days, if you a worshiper of man, if you a pleaser of man, you ain't gonna make it, right? You out here teaching lies to the people, you ain't gonna make it, man, right? You out here hating your own brother, you not gonna make it. And we gonna come out here and let you know that, man, right? That was it on, yeah, that was it on that. Let me get Luke 14 and 28. Read what you got. Zephaniah 2 and 1 and Hebrews 10 and 25. Come. Well, let me bring that out and
Come. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10.
Get Zephaniah first.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
Gather yourselves together.
What?
Gather yourselves together.
Right.
Yea, gather together. O nation.
Oh, what?
O nation.
Oh, what?
O nation.
Right.
Not desire.
The Lord said it's time to gather yourselves together, man. Right? The Lord don't give a damn what so-called camp you in, or what so-called doctrine that you follow, or you believe in this and that brother believe in that. The Lord said gather yourselves together, man.
That's right.
Because in these last days, when all hell break loose and the Lord send those famine and that plague, man, right? It ain't gonna matter what camp you in, man. It ain't gonna matter what so-called doctrine you believe in, man. It don't matter if you was 10,000 over so-and-so in a certain congregation, or you was captain so-and-so in a certain congregation.
Teach,
Right? We all gonna be the same in that day, man.
Right.
We all gonna be pilgrims upon the face of the earth, man.
Right.
Right? Trying to survive and endure to the end, man.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 2.
Right.
Before the decree, bring forth.
Before the what?
Before the decree, bring forth.
So before all hell break loose, we gotta focus on in-house issues, man.
Right.
We gotta focus on coming together as a nation.
Right.
Brothers out here slandering other brothers, man. Brothers out here making 6-7 hour videos about another brother, man.
Right.
The Lord said if you got a problem with your brother, you gotta pull him to the side and y'all gotta talk about that personally, man.
That's right.
Right? It's a lot of effeminate spirits going on in Israel, man. It's a lot of powerful looks going on in Israel, man. And the Lord gonna make you abased if you don't come back and love your brother, man.
That's
and
right.
love your people, man. Right? Read on.
Come. Before the day pass.
Before the what?
Before the day pass.
Right, read on.
As the chaff. Before the fierce anger.
Before the what?
Before the fierce anger
Read.
of Yahweh came upon you.
Right, read on.
Before the day of the Lord's anger.
Before the what?
Before the day of the Lord's anger
Right.
come upon you.
Right.
Verse 3. Seek ye Yahweh.
Do what?
Seek ye Yahweh.
Seek ye views on YouTube.
Seek ye Yahweh.
Seek ye vainglory.
Seek ye
The
Yahweh.
Lord said, seek ye Yahweh.
That's
Seek
right.
ye these laws and commandments, man.
That's right.
Don't be out here teaching it, talking about you out here trying to teach the laws and commandments, but you ain't keeping the laws and commandments.
Right.
Read on.
All ye meek of the earth.
No, are ye proudful?
All ye meek of the earth.
Are ye puffed up?
All ye meek of the earth.
Right? Are ye meek of the earth? That was it on that?
La'ah.
Right.
Which have wrought his judgment.
Right?
Seek righteousness.
Do what?
Seek righteousness.
Right?
Seek meekness.
No, seek to be loved of men.
Seek meekness.
Right? Read.
It may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger.
Right. We want to be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. How hard is it to come back and love your brother, man? Right? We make it more harder than what it has to be, man.
God.
Right? Now give me that in Hebrews 10 and 25.
God, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 25. Not forsaken.
Not doing what?
Not forsaken.
Right? Read.
The assembling.
The what?
The assembling
Right?
of ourselves together.
You can't forsake the assembly of brethren together in these last days.
Right.
Man. We all that we got, man. Right? Some of us brothers, man, we the only ones out of our whole so-called family that know about this truth. They're trying to keep these laws and commandments. Right? Brothers got their own mother that turned against them for keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Brothers got their own father, their own grandparents, their own uncles and aunties, their brothers and sisters, turned on them for keeping these commandments. Right? We are that we got in this truth, man. That's why the Lord said, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
Right.
For those who keep the will of my Father, which is in heaven, man.
That's right.
So that we are that we got, man. Right? Some of us don't got no family no more. Right? So we got to be each other family in these last days.
Right.
We can't be slandering brothers' names. We can't be prideful. We can't be puffed up. Right? We can't be out here blaspheming the name of the Lord. You got to come back and love your brother, man.
That's right.
We are that we got in these last days, man.
Right.
You know?
From the top, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25.
Right.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Right.
And the manner of some is.
Right.
But exhorting one another.
Doing what?
Exhorting one
We're
another.
supposed to be lifting each other up, man.
Right.
Not tearing each other down, man.
Right.
Right? We got to lift up each other in these last days, man. You know?
And so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
See the what?
The day
We
approaching.
see that day approaching, man. The days that the Lord spoke about the wars and rumors of wars, those days are approaching, man. You got wars happening all around the earth, man. And these wars is coming to America. And all the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's in this truth, you got to come back, right? Or you ain't going to be prepared for that day, man.
Right.
You know?
Verse 26. For if we sin willfully,
If we do what?
if we sin
And a
willfully,
lot of people out here sinning willfully, man. Out here, so-called a leader of a congregation, but you out here sinning willfully, man. Out here trying to teach somebody the commandments, but you breaking the commandments.
Right.
You know?
after that we have received the knowledge of the truth,
Right?
there remaineth no more sacrifice.
There remaineth what?
No more sacrifice
For what?
for sin.
For what?
For sin.
And a lot of y'all time running out, man. The Lord ain't gonna give you no more sacrifice for your sins, man. Cause you supposed to know this already.
That's right.
Right? If you a so-called leader, you supposed to know this already, man. Right? So that's it on that. Read what you got in Luke 14 and 28, Baba Kashah.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 28.
Right? Because in these last days, you got a lot of brothers that's out here double-minded. A lot of brothers not rooted, right? But a lot of brothers didn't take the time to get that solid foundation, man.
Right.
Right? You got to take the time out to build a solid foundation, man.
Right.
Right? A lot of people think this is a game out here, man. We risk our lives to come out here on these streets, man.
That's right.
You got camps that brothers pulling guns out, brothers threatening to kill brothers, right? This is not a game out here, man. You got the so-called Proud Boys out here, right? People lay down their lives out here, man.
Right.
And if you're not ready, the Lord gonna destroy you, man.
That's right.
And you're not gonna be protected in that day, man. Read on.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 28.
Right?
For which of you attending to build a tower,
To do what?
to build a tower,
Right?
sitteth not down first and counteth the cost,
And do what?
and counteth the cost,
And do what?
and counteth the cost.
So a lot of brothers, right? They trying to build a tower, but they don't take the time out to count the cost, man. Right? A lot of brothers, hey, they see their favorite teacher on YouTube. They
Right.
come in the street, they're like, oh, I can do that too.
Right.
I can do that too. Hey, so-and-so did it. They didn't got you hyped up, and now I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do the same thing.
Bring it out,
But you don't know that brother.
man.
You don't know what that brother had to go to get in the position that he in, man.
That's right.
You can't do that. Everybody can't be like everybody else, man.
That's right.
Right? You gotta take the time out and count the cost, man. Right? What's going on, brother? We seen you before? Yeah, we seen him before, man. He got this word before, man. So you know what's going on, brother. You an Israelite, you gotta repent, keep the commandments, man. Right? You gotta put your friend. Hey, this brother, he makes shirts with fringes, man. We can get you some fringes, brother. Alright? You know what's before. I know you seen this before, brother.
Oh yeah. I've had some enlightened debates.
Alright, brother. Right? You gotta come join us, brother. You gotta be on this side with us, man. Start keeping these commandments, right?
Right.
We go continue on. So let's start from the top.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 28.
Right?
For which of you attending to build a tower,
Right?
sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost,
And do what?
and counteth the
And a
cost.
lot of brothers don't count the cost, man.
That's right.
Hey, like I said, they see somebody on YouTube, and they like, oh yeah, I want to go out there and do that.
Right.
Go out there and do that. I can be a leader over a congregation.
Right.
No, it's not that easy.
That's right.
Right? You can't. It's more than just getting the camp logo and wearing a T-shirt.
That's right.
It's more than that. If you gonna be a leader, you gotta sit there and count the cost. You gotta think and say, you know what? Is this convenient for me to do right now? Right? Hey, brother, what's your nationality?
Come on, brother.
All right, brother.
Come on, bro.
If you a so-called Negro, you gotta repent, keep God's commandments in these last days, or
That's
you
right.
gonna get destroyed, man.
That's right.
Right? So, like I said, man, a lot of brothers don't sit down and count the cost, man. A lot of brothers don't sit down and say, you know what? Is this convenient for me to be doing right now?
Right.
Right? Should I be doing this right now? What's the consequences? Right? If I do this and that, if I do A, B, and C, what would happen? Right? If you gonna be a leader, you gotta know how to counsel brothers.
That's right.
Hey, a brother might be going down, you gotta lift the brother up.
That's right.
Right? You gonna have, when you a so-called leader, you gonna get a lot of attention. A lot of people gonna be watching you. They're gonna wait till you at your lowest point and everybody go come at you, man. Are you prepared to handle that mentally?
Teach, huh?
Right?
That's right.
You can't break down. If you're a leader, you can't break down, man.
That's
You
right.
can't show your weakness, man.
Right.
You can't say, you know what, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. Brother, you should have knew that before you got yourself into this, man.
Right.
Right? A lot of brothers, you know what, this camp, man. A lot of brothers been in 3 or 4 camps. You know what? This is not what I thought it was gonna be, brother. You should have known that before you got into that camp.
Right.
Right? Right? Brother, you brothers, you got different doctrines. Brother, you should have known that before you came in the camp.
Right.
You was bragging, I want to go in this camp. They get all the views. Everybody know them. They famous. If I get with them, I'm gonna be famous too. This ain't about fame, man. Like I said, brothers out here putting their life on the line, man.
That's right.
This is not a game. You know how many of the prophets got put to death, man?
Right. That's right.
Right? This is not a joke, man. Right? It's more to it than just being on camera with a damn microphone, man. Right? You got a question, brother? You got a question?
Talk on it. I'll step in when you.
All right. So, like I said, this is not a game, man. So, brothers, we got to get it together, man. We got to sit down and we got to count the cost. That's why brothers not rooted. Brothers jumping from camp to camp. Brothers starting a congregation and they can't finish it. Right?
Right.
You got to count the cost. You got to sit down and say, okay, can I do this?
You got a Bible.
Right? Or is this not convenient for me to do this? Is this expedient for me to do right now? Right? So finish that off, King.
Khan. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, the rest of verse 28.
Right?
Rather, he have sufficient to finish it.
To do what?
Sufficient to finish it.
So you got to be sufficient to finish it, man. That's why the Lord said, hey, if a man put his hand to the plow and let go, that man not fit for the kingdom of God.
That's
right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 29. Lest haply, after he have laid the foundation.
So after you starting to build without counting the cost, you just jump right into it. Yeah, I can do this, I can do that. Oh, it's nothing simple. Let me get a t-shirt, let me get a camera, let me get a microphone, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to preach the words of the Lord. I'm going to be a leader of a 10,000. I'm going to be a deacon. I'm going to be a general, right? Read on.
And is not able to finish it.
And not what?
Not able to finish it.
And not what?
Not able to finish
And a
it.
lot of brothers not able to finish it because they didn't count the cost, man. Right? Read on.
All that behold it begin to mock him.
Begin to what?
Begin to mock him.
And you don't want to be that man. You don't want to be that man that exalteth yourself and then the Most High abase you, man.
Right.
Right? Because like matter of fact, in that same chapter, right, when you read Luke 14 and 7 on down,
Right.
they talk about how the Lord bid you to the wedding. And that man, he said, look, when you come to this wedding, or when you come in this truth, don't sit in the highest seat, man.
That's
Right? Because he said that man that come in, he sit in the highest seat, and the Lord gonna come to you, he gonna be like, hey, get down, man. He gonna abase you. But he said, whoso humbleth himself and come in and sit in the lowest seat, the Lord gonna come to that man, he gonna say, you know what? Right? I'm gonna bring you up.
That's right.
Right? So you can't sit in the highest seat when you come in this thing, man. This is not about vainglory. This is not about being powerful.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, come.
Verse 30,
Right.
saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
It was not what?
And was not able to finish.
And you don't want to be that brother that began to build and is not able to finish, man. Because the Lord go laugh at you in that day, man.
Right.
The Lord gonna be like, this that puffed up, prideful Negro that, you know, that thought he was gonna come in here and I had to abase him. Right? You don't want the Lord to abase you, man. Right? That's why the Lord said the meek shall inherit the earth, man. Right? So if you ain't meek in this truth, the Lord gonna abase you, man.
Right.
Right? That's it on verse 30.
Con.
So let me get 1 Samuel. Let me get 1 Samuel. Matter of fact, let me get 1 Kings 12. Start at 1 Kings 12, right? So we gonna show some examples, man. We gonna show some examples of brothers in the scriptures that exalted themselves and then the Lord abased them.
Right.
Let me get 1 Samuel. That's Bible. Salah, can you give me 2 Chronicles 12, and you give me 1 Samuel 12, and start from the top. Well, Salah, yeah, 1 Kings 12, and start from the top.
This is the book of First Kings chapter 12, verse 1.
Because we gonna show you the spirit a lot of brothers have in this truth right now, man. Right? Because like I said, right now we're talking about the brothers that's so called in this truth, man.
Right.
Right? You know?
And Rehoboam
Right.
went to Shisham,
Uh-huh.
for all Israel were come to Shisham to make him king.
To do what?
To make him king.
So he was finna be set up to be king over Israel. This is the son of Solomon, right? King Rehoboam. Read on.
And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat,
Right.
who was yet in Egypt, heard of it,
Right.
for he was fled from the presence of the king.
Right.
Solomon of Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt.
Right.
Verse 3, that they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, thy father made our yoke grievous.
So he was talking about the end of the reign of King Solomon, right? When Solomon went off, he was dealing with those heathen women, and he was worshiping other gods, right? And then the kingdom split up, you know?
Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father,
Right.
and his heavy yoke which he put upon us,
Right.
lighter, and we will serve thee.
Right. So Jeroboam was a Ephraimite, right? So he came to Rehoboam. He said, look, you can't be like Solomon. If you want us to come back together, you can't be like how Solomon was during the end of his reign. Right. Read on.
Verse 5, and he said unto them,
Right.
depart yet for 3 days.
Do what?
Depart yet for 3 days.
So Rehoboam was like, hey, look, I'm going to give you an answer, but give me 3 days. Let me get 3 days to make my mind up. Let me get 3 days to make a decision. I'm going to let you know. Read on.
Then come again to me.
Right.
And the people departed. And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men
Right.
that stood before Solomon, his father, while he yet lived,
Right.
and said,
So he went to the elders, right, of the nation. These was the men that was with his father Solomon, right? So Solomon was the wisest man upon the face of the earth at one time. And if these was the brothers that was around him, you know these brothers had some type of wisdom, right?
commit a word,
So
brother.
read on.
How do ye advise that I may answer this people?
Right. So he came to these elders, right? He said, how do you think I should answer the nation? Right? What should I do? What decision should I make? Right? Read on.
And they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto this people
Right.
this day, and wilt serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them,
Right.
then they will be thy servants forever.
So these elders was giving Rehoboam wise counsel, right? That's right. They said, look, you know, if you come back, you know, you speak wise words to these people, right? We gonna come back as a nation. That's how you gonna bring the people in, right? But let's see what Rehoboam did. Read on.
Verse 8, but he forsook the counsel of the old men.
He did what?
He forsook the counsel of the old
What
men.
do brothers do in this truth?
He forsook the counsel of the old
And
men.
that's a lot of brothers in this truth right now, man. A lot of brothers in this truth got the spirit of Rehoboam, right? They forsake the counsel of the old man, man. They say, look, man, I'm the young gun in this truth, man. I ain't listening to you old niggas, man. Hey, the elders trying to counsel you. The elders trying to lift you up and give you wisdom. Hey, I don't want to hear that, man. I'm Captain so-and-so. I'm General so-and-so, right? Hey, I get 20,000 views on YouTube. I'm a leader of a congregation. Hey, the Lord don't give a damn, man.
Right.
Like we said, you seen what the Lord did to King David when he went off, man.
Right.
He was the king of Israel, and the Lord had to show him, right? Hey, the Lord had to put him in his place, man.
Right.
You don't want to be that man that the Lord got to put in his place, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Which they had given him, and consulted with the young men
Right.
that they were grown up with him.
Hey, he forsook the counsel of the elders, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers, man. A lot of brothers out here, they off as hell, man. A lot of brothers out here, they have an issue with an elder. They making 5-6 hour videos,
Right.
7-hour videos,
Right.
right? Hey, that's wicked, man.
Right.
Right? Can I finish that off?
And which stood before him.
Right?
Verse 9, and he said unto him,
Right.
what counsel give ye that we may answer this people?
Right? So he went to the young man, brothers that's around his age, right? The brothers that he grew up around, right? So he forsook the counsel of the old man, and now he going to the young man. But let's see what they gonna say. Read on.
Who has spoken to me,
Right.
saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us
Right.
lighter.
Right?
Verse 10, and the young man that were grown up with him spake unto him,
Right.
saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people
Right?
that spake unto thee,
Uh-huh.
saying, thy father made our yoke heavy,
Right?
but make thou it lighter
Right.
unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them,
Uh-huh.
my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
And he said, hey, they telling him, hey, they giving him bad advice, man. They said, look, hey, Solomon was bad, but you got to be worse than that. You got to make the yoke heavier. Right? Read on.
Verse 11.
What?
And now, whereas my father did, laid you with a heavy yoke,
Uh-huh.
I will add to your yoke.
He will do what?
I will add to your yoke.
He will do what?
I will add to your
Now,
yoke.
how many brothers in the truth right now got that same spirit?
Right.
Right? They trying to make it worse for our people, man. Brothers out here slandering brothers' names, man.
Right.
Right? Brothers out here disrespecting elders, man. Right? And they don't understand that if you're a so-called leader, you got people watching you, man.
That's
you
right.
got the women of the nation watching you. You got the children of the nation watching you. Brothers that's just coming into the truth. They seeing what's going on, man.
That's right.
Right? And you making the yoke heavier for our nation. Right? It's so simple. All you gotta do is keep the commandments and live, man.
Right.
But brothers making it harder than what it has to be, man. Read on.
My father have chastised you
Right.
with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
With what?
With scorpions.
Read.
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam,
Right.
the third day, as the king had appointed, saying, come to me again the third day.
Right.
Verse 13, as the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the old man's counsel
Right.
that they gave him,
Uh-huh.
and spake to them after the counsel of the young man.
So he forsaken the old man's counsel.
Right.
Like I said, he was like, look, I ain't trying to hear that. But he rather talk to the people, the young brothers that was in his ear. And they was like, you ain't got to listen to them old Negroes, man. They don't know what they talking about. Hey, just do you. Just do you. You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? We the up and coming, right? We gonna go out here, we gonna do what we want to do. We don't need no instructor. We gonna go out here and try to instruct everybody else, but we don't need to be instructed.
Right.
We gonna come out here and be teachers, but we don't need to be taught.
Right.
That's what they saying, man. That's what they told them. Right? We gonna go out here, we gonna tell everybody what to do, but we don't want nobody telling us what to do.
Right.
You know?
Saying, my father made your yoke heavy,
Right?
and I will add to your yoke.
And he gonna do what?
I will add to your yoke.
Right, read on.
My father also chastising you with whips,
Right?
but I will chastise you with scorpions.
Right.
Verse 15.
So like, that's it on that.
Come.
So let me get 1 Samuel 15 and 16. Right? So we reading the accounts of what's going on, man. Right? How brothers get puffed up. right? How brothers forsake the counsel of the elders, man, right? And that spirit is going on in the truth today, man, right? But we gonna see the punishment of brothers that got that type of spirit. So give me that in 1 Samuel 15:16. Hold that, and you had a precept. Come.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them.
Do what?
Obey them that have rule over you.
That do what?
That have rule over you.
Now we gonna do what we wanna do.
That have rule over you.
Right?
And submit yourselves.
And do what?
And submit yourselves.
Right?
For they for they watch over your souls.
Right?
As they must give account, that they may do that which is joy, and not with grief, for it is unprofitable for you.
Right? And it's unprofitable for you, man. It's unprofitable for you to be out here puffed up. It's unprofitable for you to be out here prideful, man. To be out here teaching false doctrines. To be slandering your brother, man. Right? To be out here hating your own brother, man. Right? To be out here on the streets where you're not even apt to teach, man. To be building on another man's foundation, man. That's right. But out here talking about that you keep the commandments. You trying to wash the blood off your hands, right? A lot of brothers don't even understand what that means. A lot of brothers don't understand what doing the work is, man. Right. Brothers are, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work. Hey, doing the work is not just out here in street teaching.
That's right.
Doing the work is not being on camera with a microphone.
That's right.
Right? You got to do the work in season, out of season, man.
Right.
Are you righteous when ain't nobody looking? Right. Or are you just righteous when they turn the cameras on?
Right.
Right. A lot of brothers don't know what this really means, man. A lot of brothers got to examine their spirit, man.
Right.
Right. Or I'm just trying to wash the blood off my hands. The Lord told me to come out here and wash the blood off my hands. Hey, brother, you got to worry about your own blood first, man.
That's right.
You got to worry about your own blood before your own blood be upon you, man.
Right.
Right? So look, that was it on that. Let me get that in 2 Chronicles. So we're gonna show you the judgments upon brothers that got that type of spirit, man. You know?
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 1.
Right.
And it came to pass when Rehoboam had established the kingdom.
Had did what?
Had established the
So
kingdom.
we getting into Rehoboam again, right? You know?
And had strengthened himself.
It had did what?
And he had strengthened himself. And he forsook the law.
And he did what?
Forsook the law.
And he did what?
Forsook the law.
And a lot of brothers out here, they didn't got built up, and now they forsaking the law, man.
Right.
They didn't forgot about the basics, man. Right? You know how many brothers out here, man, out here literally on the street teaching brotherly love, right? But a brother from a different camp could walk up to you and say, "Hey, Shalom, King," and you know brothers on the mic talking about, "Hey, we don't Shalom no niggas, man. If you ain't in such and such camp, we ain't Shaloming you, man." But you out here teaching brotherly love, man. You know how many brothers, them type of brothers, is gonna be in that day that go come to the Lord and they gonna say, "Hey, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in your name?"
Right.
And the Lord gonna do you the same way you did that brother, man.
That's right. That's right.
Your own brother walk past you, "Hey, Shalom, King." Now, I don't Shalom these niggas, man. If you not in my camp, you ain't getting Shalom, man. And the Lord gonna do you the same way, man.
Right. That's right.
The Lord gonna be, you gonna be like, "Oh, Lord, Lord." He'll be like, hey, get this nigga out of my face, man. I don't know you. You wasn't prophesying in my name, not hating your brother.
Ooh-wee.
Right? People literally out here doing that, man.
Teach,
If you're not under captain and general such and such, you're not written in the book of life. What precept is that? Right? And a lot of these brothers, man, they mouths need to be shut, man.
That's right.
Right? And we out here, we just the messengers, man.
Right.
You better examine yourself. You better check yourself, man. Before the Lord check you, man.
Teach,
before the Lord shut your mouth, man.
That's right.
Because we tired of hearing this garbage, man.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
Who the hell these people think they is, man?
Right.
In that day when all hell break loose, it ain't gonna matter what so-called camp you with. It ain't gonna matter what so-called captain and general you up under, man.
Right.
Right? What you gonna say in the day of the famine? A brother gonna come up to you, right? Hey, the scriptures say, right, it's gonna be joyful for a brother to see another brother, man.
Right.
In that day, man. When all hell break loose.
That's right.
You gonna see another brother, you ain't gonna ask him, "Hey, what camp was you with? Was you in my camp?" That ain't gonna matter in that day, man.
Right.
But for some reason that matter now. Oh, you in the such and such, hey, you just a wicked nigga, man. All you other caps, you wicked niggas, man. Right. If you ain't up under Captain so-and-so, you a wicked nigga.
That's right, Doc.
That's madness, man. Right? Finish that off, King.
From the top.
Right.
2 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 1.
Right.
And it came to pass when Rehoboam had established the kingdom and had strengthened himself.
And had did what?
And he had strengthened himself. He forsook the law of Yahweh.
Right.
And all Israel with him. Verse 2. And it came to pass that the 5th year of King Rehoboam's, Shishak, king of Egypt, came up against Jerusalem.
He did what?
Came up against Jerusalem.
So he disobeyed the words of the Lord, man. He got puffed up to the point where he thought he didn't have to obey the elders. He didn't have to obey the words of the Lord.
Right.
And the Lord sent the enemies against him, man. Right? You know?
It's a lot. Because they had transgressed against Yahweh.
Because they had did what?
Because they had transgressed against Yahweh.
Right.
With 1,200 chariots and 70,000 horsemen.
Right.
And the people were without number that came with him out of Egypt, the Lubims, the Shukims, and the Ethiopians.
Right.
And he took them, and he took the 5 cities.
And he did what?
And he took the 5 cities.
And that's how the Lord go do in these last days, man. Right? When you disobey the words of the Lord gonna send enemies against you, man.
Right.
And these don't always have to be physical enemies. He can send spiritual enemies against you, man. Right? You can make yourself, you know, you can exalt yourself. You can make yourself a so-called general, a leader, right? And the Lord, if you ain't got no instruction in your camp, the Lord, he can send demons in your camp, man. Right? People don't know it's a domino effect with it that comes to this, man. If you rebellious, the people up under you gonna be rebellious.
That's
man.
right, Doc.
So you got issues, and now a brother that's so-called in your camp got an issue. He gonna come to you. You gonna try to instruct the brother, give him some advice, and he gonna disobey that. He gonna be rebellious towards you because you were rebellious towards your leaders, man. Right? So that spirit is going on, man. A lot of demons coming out, man.
Right.
In these last days, man. A lot of brothers so-called love their brother, right? But you try to pull your brother to the side and try to correct him, and now them demons start coming out, man. You know how fast you could go from I love you, brother, to man, that nigga wicked.
Right.
Wait a minute. Just a couple days ago, you was my brother. You was saying I love you, brother.
That's right, Doc.
But now it's that wicked nigga.
Right.
You went from I love you, brother, to that wicked nigga.
That's right, Doc.
In 2 days.
Bring it up.
Right? So all these demons coming out, man.
That's right, Doc.
And the Lord not dealing with that, man.
That's right.
If you're not rooted, if you don't have a solid foundation, the Lord gonna send these demons on you, man.
That's right, Doc.
Right? Right? And brothers think just because they do something for you, that gives them the right to transgress the law, man. Right? You try to pull a brother to the side and correct him. Hey, brother, I see you doing A, B, and C. I see you doing this and that. Hey, you shouldn't have did that, brother. Right. You bring out the law to him. You show him in the Bible according to the scriptures. Hey, but you can't do that, man.
Right.
Man, you can't tell me that, man. Remember that time I invited you over to my house to have dinner? Remember that time I did this and that for you? So that means you that gives you the right to disobey the commandments, right? Hey, I don't give a damn if a brother came to me and put $1 million cash money in my hand. That don't give you the right to disobey the words of the Lord, man.
That's right.
So that means I can't come to you, hey brother, you broke this law, man. You can't be doing this according to the Bible. Brother, maybe you need to do this and that. Oh no, you can't tell me that. Remember that time I did this and that for you? What does that mean? Right? Brother, they don't give you the right to transgress the laws of the Lord, man. The Lord said he gave no man the license to sin, man.
That's right.
Right? So finish that off of 2 Chronicles. Can you stop at verse 7?
Stop at verse 7, all praises. Verse 4. And he took the fenced cities which pertain to Judah, and came to Jerusalem.
Right.
Verse 5. Then came Shemaiah the prophet to Rehoboam and to the princes of Judah that were gathered together to Jerusalem because of Shishak and said unto them, Thus saith Yahweh, ye have forsaken me.
Ye have what?
Ye have forsaken me.
Hey, the Lord sent the prophet Shemaiah, man. The same way the Lord sending us out here right now, man. We out here to tell you brothers, man. Y'all got to check y'all spirits in these last days, man. You have forsaken the Lord. And you got to come back, man. Right? That was it on that? All right, can I bring that out, King?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28.
Right.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit.
He that what?
He that have no rule over his own spirit.
And a lot of brothers, they don't have rule over their own spirit, man. That's right. They out here saying any and everything, right? All making up all type of weird doctrines just to make themselves seem wise in front of men, man. Right? And then a brother, an elder or a brother come to them and say, hey, brother, you know, you shouldn't be saying that, man. Oh, no, I'm gonna do, oh, yeah, this and that, right? Hey, brothers ain't got no rule over their own spirit, man. Brothers literally get mad and want to fight you because you don't believe in their doctrine.
Right.
I seen this with my own eyes, man. Every time you see this brother, they come up with a different doctrine. Every week. Every week they teaching one thing and then the next week is something else. Right? Read on.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit, right, is like a city that is broken down and without wall.
It's like a what?
And without wall.
So it's like a city that ain't got no surrounding, no protection over it, man. Let all type of doctrines come into your mind. Let all type of demons come into your mind.
Right.
A brother got itchy ears and now he listening to every wind of doctrine, man. You gotta be with this sound doctrine, man. Right? A lot of people don't know what's going on, man. Brothers in one camp one day, then they got a different doctrine, then they leave the camp, then they go into another camp, then they hear some other doctrine, then they jumping around, playing hopscotch. Right. That's not what this is about, man. You gotta examine yourself, man. Matter of fact, hold what you got. Give me 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Right? Let me get 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. And then you finish that in 2 Chronicles.
It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 12, and the rest of verse 5.
Right.
And therefore have also left you in the hand of Shishak.
Right.
Verse 6. Whereupon the princes of Israel and the king humbled themselves. And they said, Yahweh is righteous.
Right.
Verse 7. And when Yahweh saw they humbled themselves, and the word of Yahweh came to Shemaiah, saying, they have humbled themselves. Therefore, I will not destroy them.
Therefore what?
Therefore, I will not destroy them.
So you got to humble yourself so the Lord won't destroy you, man. That's what we out here telling our people, man. We don't care if you're a leader of a congregation. We don't care what so-called title or position that you got. The Lord got to respect their persons, man.
Right.
Right? So it don't matter who you are in this truth. We need every brother to examine themselves right now. We need every sister to examine themselves right now. And humble yourself, man. Right? Therefore, the Lord ain't going to destroy you, man. Right, Rito?
Therefore, I will not destroy them,
right,
but I will grant them some deliverance.
Then you will do what?
And I will grant them some deliverance.
Right.
And my wrath shall not be poured out upon Jerusalem by the hand of Shishak.
Right. Praise it. So let me get Jeremiah 28 and 15, Mama Kasha, and read what you got, King.
God, this is the book of 2 Corinthians,
right,
chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves.
Do what?
Examine yourselves.
Do what?
Examine
So
yourselves.
the Lord said these last days, you got to examine yourself, man. Right? Read on.
Whether ye be in the faith.
Whether ye be what?
In the faith.
Be in the what?
In the faith.
So the Lord said you got to examine yourself and see if you're really still in this faith, man. Hey, because you could have came in this truth and you could have been in the faith, right? Right? When you first came in this truth, you could have been sincere, right? You could have been in the faith, but over time, as time passed, you could have had a different motive. That's right. Right? You could have came in sincere as a newborn babe, and then you went out there, right? You kind of seen how many views you got, and you kind of got puffed up. You kind of been like, you know what, hey, I got to do such and such. Even if I break the laws and commandments, I gotta do so and so to get my fame up. Right? So you gotta examine yourself. You gotta see if you really in this thing, if you still in this thing to get the kingdom, or are you out here for vainglory?
Right.
Are you still trying to get the kingdom and wake your people up, or are you out here to be, you know, to show yourself off?
Teach out.
Right? To seem like you more than what you are, man. Right?
Come on,
You know.
prove your own selves.
Do what?
Prove your own selves.
Right?
Know ye not your own selves.
Right?
How that Yahawashi Hamashiach is in you,
Right?
except ye be reprobate.
Except you be what?
Reprobate.
And you see in these last days, a lot of brothers becoming reprobates, man.
Right.
And you don't want to become that in these last days, man. You got to examine yourself, man.
That's right. Wake them up.
Right? Read on.
Verse 6.
That's it on that.
Come.
Go back to that in 1 Samuel. Right?
Come.
Because a lot of brothers becoming reprobates, man.
That's right.
Right? And we gonna show you the punishment of that brothers with that type of spirit, man. And we
Come.
gonna read some more accounts to see what happened to brothers that puff themselves up, man. Read on.
Come. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 16.
Right?
Then Samuel said unto Saul.
Then what?
Then Samuel said unto
And this is
Saul.
one of my favorite accounts, man. So Samuel, the prophet Samuel, was talking to King Saul, right? This is during the time when the Lord told Saul to go and destroy all the Amalekites, right?
Right.
But let's see what happened during this time. Read on.
Stay, and I will tell thee what Yahweh hath said to me this night.
Right?
And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou wast little in thy own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel?
Right?
And Yahweh anointed the king over Israel.
Right?
And Yahweh sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners of the Amalekites,
Right?
and fight against them until they be consumed.
Right?
Verse 19, wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh?
Then thou did what?
Did not obey the voice of Yahweh,
Right?
but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of Yahweh.
And did what?
Didst evil in the sight of Yahweh.
So we see in that account where King Saul, he got puffed up, man.
Right.
He was the king, right? He had power, and he thought it get to the point where he don't have to obey the Lord, man. Right? Read on.
Verse 20, and Saul said unto Samuel,
Right.
yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh.
Right?
Hey.
And a lot of our people in this truth right now, they got that, they got that mind state. They still thinking they obeying the laws of the Lord, even though they puffed up, right? Even though they out here for vainglory, even though they out here deceiving the people with all these different doctrines.
Right.
They're like, wait a minute, what you doing? I'm out here doing the work. Don't you see how many views I get on YouTube? Don't you see how many men I got up under me? I'm doing the work. What you doing? Right? People still got that mind state. You know?
And have gone the way which Yahweh sent me.
Right.
And have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites.
Right, so Saul like, what you mean? I did what the Lord said. But no, you didn't, man. You did half of what the Lord said, right? People, that's what people doing right now. They keeping some commandments. You know, they doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But the Lord said, whosoever shall break one of these least commandments, they gonna be called what? The least in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? And a lot of brothers out here, they trying to come out with the deepest breakdown. They're trying to come out and break down all these prophecies, right? To make it seem like, you know, they so smart and whatever. But they breaking the least commandments. They out here hating their brother, man. That's the least commandment. The Lord don't give a damn if you could break down the prophecies in Daniel and Revelation, and you out here hating your brother.
Right.
All that is vanity. That means nothing to the Most High, man.
That's right.
Right, read on.
Verse 21, but the people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed,
Right.
to sacrifice unto Yahweh thy power
Right.
in Gilgal. Verse 22, and Samuel said, hath Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices
Right.
as in obeying the voice of Yahweh?
As in doing what?
Obeying the voice of Yahweh?
Right, so the Lord don't give a damn about your sacrifice, man. You could be out here on the streets every single week, man. You could be out here on the streets every single day, man. On camera with a microphone.
Right.
Talking about I'm doing the work, I'm doing the work. I'm making my body a living sacrifice. Right? But the Lord said he don't give a damn about your sacrifice. You still not obeying the words of the Lord because you still hating your brother. Right? You still out here being covetous. You still out here building on another man's foundation. So you could be out here on camera, you could be out here with a microphone, but if you're not obeying the word fully, then the Lord said he don't give a damn about your sacrifice, man.
That's right.
You know?
Behold, to obey is better.
What?
Better
Right, read.
than sacrifice.
Right, read on.
And to hearken than the fat of rams.
Right, read on.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Is what?
Is the sin of witchcraft.
So rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. You know?
And stubbornness.
Right, and remember what the Lord said in the law. He said, I will not suffer a what to live. A witch to live, man. Right, read on.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and
Right.
idolatry.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh.
Because thou hast did what?
Rejected the word of Yahweh.
Right, read on.
He hath also rejected thee from being king.
So the Lord rejected Saul for being king, man. And the Lord could do that same thing. Hey, that's a perfect example of Luke 14 and 11. And he exalted himself and the Lord brought him down, man.
Right.
The Lord took him down for being king over the whole nation of Israel.
Right.
Right? So the Lord can take you down for being a leader of a so-called congregation. Right? The Lord can take you down for being general over 10,000.
Right.
The Lord can take you down for being captain over 500.
That's right.
The Lord can take you down for being high priest, right? For disobeying the words of the Lord, man. Finish that off, can you read down to verse 28?
Verse 24.
Right?
And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandments of Yahweh.
He have did what?
Transgressed the commandments of
Right,
Yahweh.
read on.
And thy words, because I fear the people and obeyed their voice.
Right, read.
Now therefore I pray thee, pardon my sin,
Right.
and turn again with me, that I may worship Yahweh. Verse 26, and Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee.
He said what?
I will not return with thee.
Hey, so Samuel like, look, man. Hey, no, you disobeyed the Lord that marked you. I don't even want to be around you.
Right.
Hey, the Samuel like, look, whatever the Lord finna do to you, I don't want no parts of that. Stay away from me.
That's right.
Right, read on.
For thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh,
Right.
and Yahweh have rejected thee from being king over Israel.
Right, read on.
And Samuel turned about to go away. He laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle,
Right.
and it ripped. And Samuel said unto him,
Right.
Yahweh had rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day.
Wait, the Lord did what?
Have rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day.
So the Lord said he had taken the kingdom of Israel from Saul, right? From thee this day. And what did he do?
And have given it.
And have did what?
And given it.
Have did what?
Have given it.
Read.
To a neighbor of thine.
That is what?
That is better than thou.
That is what?
That is better than thou.
That is what?
That is better than
So
thou.
the Lord took the kingdom away from Saul and gave it to a neighbor that was better than thou. That was
Right.
more humble than thou, man. That was more shamefaced than thou, man. And the Lord could do the same thing to any brother.
That's
Hey,
right.
I don't give a damn what so-called position that you got in this truth right now.
Right.
Name me one brother that's part of any congregation that got as much power as Saul had.
Hey,
Saul was king of Israel, man.
teach out.
And we still in captivity. You could be the so-called captain, general, deacon, high priest, whatever. But what brother in this truth is king over Israel right now? Nobody. Saul was king over Israel.
Teach, Ak.
Hey, the Lord said, you know what? Oh, you want to get puffed up? Hey, give me that, man. Give me that crown off your head, man.
Right.
This don't belong to you. You don't deserve this no more.
That's right.
I'm gonna give it to David. A young man that's humble and meek, man. Right? And the Lord can do the same thing to any brother in this truth, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, I didn't bid you to the marriage. I didn't woke you up to your true nationality. And now you out here doing this. You out here slandering your brother. You out here hating your own brother. Right? You out here puffed up. You out here for vainglory. You know what? Give me this. Go back to the Christian church, man. Go back to the Catholic church, man.
Right.
And you know what? I want this meek and humble brother right here, man.
Right.
Right?
That's right. Let me say something real quick, because I know you got the ball.
Hey, the brothers teaching powerful in the spirit. Again, how many of you brothers named yourselves?
Oh, man.
How many of you named yourselves and put them titles upon you, as opposed to having brothers that have been through the fire and been tested to even give you your name? Who gave you your name?
That's right.
Oh, praise.
Right. Now, go to 1 Corinthians 8:1 real quick. 1 Corinthians 8:1.
You still want Jeremiah? This the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8 and verse 1.
Right.
Now, as touching things offered unto idols,
Right.
we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up.
Wait, the Lord said what?
Knowledge puffeth
The
up.
Lord said what?
Knowledge puffeth up.
Some brothers that got puffed up, man.
Right.
Because they got a little bit of knowledge. They know how to chop up John 3:16.
Right.
They know Deuteronomy 28. But hey, man, that don't mean nothing, man. You got to keep these words, man. Right? Brothers think they know Deuteronomy 28, and now they can come out here on the streets, man.
Man.
Brothers out here teaching, hey, if you know Deuteronomy 28, you know how to break down the curses, you could go out here and teach, man.
Right.
What scripture is that, man?
No.
What disciple just knew Deuteronomy 28 and the Lord sent them out on the streets to teach, man? Didn't the Lord teach the disciples first, and then he sent them on the streets?
Right.
Right? That's the most madness. Hey, I be hearing stuff I don't even like. Are you serious? All you gotta know is Deuteronomy 28, you could come out on the streets.
Right.
Hey, my little 15-year-old brother can break down the curses of Deuteronomy 28.
Right.
I'm not gonna send him on the streets with a microphone and a camera, man.
That's
Right.
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 Cause it's more than that, man.
Right.
Right? Finish that off.
Knowledge puffeth up, but charity it edifieth.
Right?
Verse 2. And if any man think that he knoweth
So
anything,
if any man think that he know of anything, and you can know all the deep breakdowns of Revelation, you can know how to break down all the prophecies in 2nd Esdras and Daniel, right? But the Lord said, if any man think that he know of anything, read.
he knoweth nothing.
Wait a minute, the Lord said what?
He knoweth nothing.
And the Lord said, you don't know a damn thing, man. Right? Because your actions don't prove what you saying. Right? You out here saying, oh, I know this and that, you breaking down this and that, but you're not doing nothing. Where are your works at? Anybody can say and do say anything, but what are you doing, man?
Right.
The Lord said, actions are weighed, man. Right? Now that's it on that.
Yet as he ought to know.
Right? Now give me 2 Timothy chapter 3.
This the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3.
Right?
Verse 1. This know also that in the last days.
In the what?
In the last days.
What are we in?
In the last
In
days.
the last days, read.
Perilous times shall come.
Right?
For men shall be lovers.
Right.
Of them own selves.
Shall be what?
Of them own
Hey, the
selves.
Lord said men gonna be lovers of their own selves. And that's not just talking about, the regular brothers out here that's not in the truth, man. That's talking about brothers that's in this truth. A lot of brothers are lovers of their own selves, man.
Right.
And you can tell because if you try to correct that brother, he gonna be like, no, I ain't gotta listen to that. The brother, hey, he got his own mind. He got his own way. He gonna do what he wanna do, man. But that don't fly with the Most High, man. You
Right.
can't do what you want to do according to this Bible. I don't know who told you that, man. You still got that Christian church doctrine. Do as thou wilt spirit. Right? Come as you are spirit. Right? Just a few years ago, you was a murderer. You was a drug dealer. You was a whoremonger. You was an adulterer. And now you captain over 10,000. Right? How does that happen? Right? Hey, brothers gotta check their spirits, man. Finish that up.
From the top, verse 2.
What?
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Right.
Coveting it.
Right.
No. Coveting it.
And a lot of brothers covetous, man. A lot of brothers will want something that another brother got. But hey, the Lord got a different lot for every brother, man. Every brother can't do the same thing somebody else doing. Everybody got a different talent, right? Everybody got a different gift. Everybody can't do the same thing.
That's right.
A lot of brothers covetous. Oh, I like that. That brother, he get 20,000 views on YouTube, man. He a leader over 500. I want to be like that. I want what he got.
Right.
I'm gonna be a leader too. No, brother, that might not be for you right now.
That's right.
Right? That might not be for you, brother.
That's right.
The Lord got a different route for you.
Calm.
You got to know what the Lord wants for you, man.
Right.
Stop trying to take what the Lord gave to somebody else, man.
Right. Right.
Read on.
Boasters.
What?
Boasters.
And you got a lot of boasters in this truth, man. Like we just read. Brothers think they know something, but the Lord said you don't know nothing, man.
That's right.
Right? So you got to stay humble in this thing, man. Read on.
Proud.
What?
Proud.
Right? A lot of brothers powerful, man. A lot of brothers get corrected and then they want to make an 8-hour video. Man, he trying to correct me. Oh, this and that. Oh, this and that. Making 8-hour videos about somebody.
Right.
Just because they corrected you. Right? In these last days, we got to be able to correct brothers, man.
That's right.
The Lord didn't say, oh, just because you in a certain position, then you can't be corrected.
That's right.
What scripture is that, man?
Right.
And you got to correct brothers, man. Hey, if I see this brother going off, I got to be like, brother, hey, I see you a piece of her getting that pepperoni pizza, brother. You can't be doing that.
Right.
Now, I ain't got to go on YouTube and make an 8-hour video about it.
Right.
You ain't got to do all that.
Right.
I got to pull the brother to the side, brother. Come on, man.
Calm.
You know you could have got that beef pepperoni, man.
Right.
Come on now, you can't be doing that, brother.
That's right.
And it don't matter what position you in, man.
Calm.
And if I see an elder doing the same thing, you gotta let them know, man. You can't be a respecter of persons in this truth, man. A lot of brothers are respecters of persons, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers be in a specific camp, and they scared to tell their camp leader that they going off.
Right.
They tell somebody else they going off, but they ain't gonna tell the leader.
Bring that out.
Hey, you gotta do it, man. Like I said, it's a certain way that you go about it. You ain't gotta make a 7-hour video,
Man.
but you gotta let somebody know, man, cause that's love, man.
That's right.
It don't matter what position you in. Like I said, if I see this brother going off, I'll be like, brother, you know you shouldn't have got that pepperoni pizza, man.
Right.
I got you on camera. You can't deny it.
Right.
That was you. You had on the gold fringes.
God.
You had on the Mitrion. I see you, brother.
Right.
Right? And you got to do the same thing.
Calm.
And if I see the priest, he going to get a double cheeseburger with bacon, and I got to let him know. I can't be like, you know what?
Bacon.
Hey, I can't be like, you know what? That's the priest, man. I can't say nothing to him. But hey, if I see y'all going off, hey, that's his ass, man. I'm gonna get him. So you can't do that, man.
That's right.
Right?
I understand.
Hey, no, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. Hey, I'm gonna take a picture of him too. I'm gonna get it on camera. Look.
Oh man,
Hey,
got you.
hey, I see you at Wendy's getting that baconated.
Baconator, man. He got a double baconator.
He got double baconated, man. Right? You can't do that, man. If I see that, if I see the brother, it don't matter who you are, man.
Right.
Right? So you can't be a respecter of persons, right? Finish that off.
Blasphemers.
Right?
Disobedient.
Then what?
Disobedient
Right, read on.
to parents. Unthankful.
What?
Unholy. Verse 3.
And a lot of brothers unthankful, man. A lot of brothers, you got many brothers out here trying to help you out, man. That's willing to help each other out. But a lot of brothers unthankful. They don't want no brothers hey, they can do it themselves. A lot of brothers just want to do it themselves, man. That's why the Lord said, gather yourselves together, man. Because we need each other in these last days, right?
That's right.
Finish that off.
Without natural affection.
Right.
Truce breakers.
Right.
False accusers.
Right.
Incotation theorists.
Right.
Displeasers of those that are good.
Right.
Traitors, high-minded.
What? Wait, is what?
High-minded.
And a lot of brothers high-minded, man. Right? Like I said, a lot of brothers think because they did something for you that you can't correct them. Hey, brother, didn't I give you $10 for gas money? You better not tell me I'm going off.
Oh, man.
Right? Brother, what scripture is that?
Right.
So you telling me that gives you a right to disobey the commandments because you gave me $10?
Bring it out.
What the hell is that, man?
Pay it for sin.
Right, what type of mind state are brothers in these last days, man? Finish that up.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Traitors,
Right.
headly, high-minded lovers of pleasures,
Lovers of what?
lovers of pleasures,
Right.
more than lovers of thy power.
And that's powerful, man. And a lot of brothers got that same spirit in these last days, man. And we gotta come back and correct that, right? So you had Jeremiah 28 and 15. Okay, Ken, bring that out, Ken.
The book of Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
For the time ye ought to be teachers,
Right?
ye have need that one teach you again.
That one do what?
That one teach you again.
Hey, every teacher need a teacher, man. That's why I said in Acts chapter 8, right? Hey, Philip came into the young man and he said, hey, young man, do you know what you're reading? And the brother was reading the book of Isaiah. He said, hey, how can I know what I'm reading unless some man should guide me? Right? And he said he desired Philip to sit with him to teach him, man. Right, Rito?
Ye have need that one teach you again,
Right.
which be the first principles.
That be the what?
The first
And
principles.
these are the first principles, man. Everybody need a counselor, man. Everybody need an elder. Everybody needs to be exalted, man. Even the kings had counselors. Man.
Right,
Hey, the kings had prophets. The
Right.
kings had a priest, man. The kings had elders. Man.
right.
Right? You know?
Which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High,
Right?
and are become such as have need of milk,
Right?
and not of strong meat.
Right? And a lot of brothers need that milk. Right? A lot of brothers need to start like remember when Christ told Nicodemus in John the 3rd chapter? He said, hey, except ye be as little children, ye shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Man.
Right,
Right? A lot of brothers, they don't want to be little children, man. A lot of brothers think because they had a certain position in the world that they can bring that to the truth. Hey, a brother, he was probably the damn manager at damn Walmart, and now he think that's gonna translate to the truth.
right,
And he come in the truth, he gotta start from the bottom. And he like, you know what? Why am I listening to so-and-so? I'm 30 years old, they 20 years old. Why do I gotta listen to him?
Right.
Hey, maybe that brother been there for 7 years, man.
Right.
Maybe that brother know what's going on.
That's right.
You only been there for a year. Maybe you might not know too much, man.
right.
So the Lord don't give a damn about what position that you had in the world.
That's right.
That means nothing, man. When you come in this thing, you gotta be a newborn babe, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers get bored with being newborn babes. A lot of brothers get bored with drinking the milk, man.
Right.
They're like, you know what? This is boring, man. I want to get to the meat. I want to get to the steak and potatoes, man. And a lot of brothers out here choking, man.
Right.
Right? You know?
Verse 13.
Right?
For everyone that uses milk
Uh-huh.
is unskillful.
Is what?
Is unskillful
Right, Rito?
in the word of righteousness.
Uh-huh.
For he is a babe.
He is a what?
For he is a babe.
And then you got to be a babe in this thing, right, Rito?
But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age.
That are what?
That are of full
So
age.
that belongs to the brothers that's built up, man. That have endured, right? That have people that can vouch for them, man. Right? That strong meat, that's not for the babes, man. Brothers like to come in here and skip steps, man. You can't skip steps, man. You can't even skip steps in the world. I can't go to the military and be in the military for 7 days and be like, you know what, I'm the captain.
Right.
I am the captain now.
Right.
Like, hold on, wait a minute. You ain't even make it past boot camp.
Right.
What the hell are you doing? Who gave you these badges?
Right.
Right? You can't do that, man.
That's right, I teach.
So if you can't even do that in the world, what make you think you can do this in the truth, man?
Right.
You can't come in and exalt yourself, man.
That's right.
Because brothers, you gotta have the same respect you have in the world in this truth, man. I don't care what position that you got in this truth.
Right.
You could be captain so-and-so or general so-and-so.
Right.
But now be one brother that go to work and he's sitting in the manager seat. And he come to work one day and he want to sit in the manager seat. Hey, the eater might come in, he like, Mr. Johnson, what you doing sitting in my seat? Oh, I'm manager now. He gonna fire your ass. You gonna be up out of here, man.
Right.
So what makes you think you can do this in this truth, man?
That's right. Teach, Doc.
Right, Hey, y'all going to slavery, man. All you damn devils, man. You gonna pay for what you did to the Israelites, man.
That's right.
Right,
Even those who by reason of use.
And it's a lot. I hope they're gonna be ready for that thermonuclear fire, man.
Right.
Why they sitting there riding on the damn fire truck, man?
Right.
They ain't gonna be ready for that real fire that's coming to America, man. That's right. Right,
Even those who by reason of use have their sense exercised to discern both good and evil.
Right.
Got another precept for you.
Come.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 15.
Right.
So I took the chief of the tribes, wise men.
He did what?
Wise men.
No, he took the young
So
men.
I took the chief
Right.
of your tribes, wise men,
Right.
and known, and made them heads over you.
And did what?
And made them heads over you.
So the Lord has everything set in order, man.
Right.
The Lord has somebody set over you. Right? That's the order according to the Bible. Brothers, they don't like having nobody over them. They can instruct somebody else, but they don't want to be instructed. They can minister to somebody else, but they don't need to be ministered to. Right? That was it on that?
Come on, I gotta know.
Come on, bring it up.
It's the book of Jude, chapter verse 8. Likewise also these filthy dreamers,
Right?
defile the flesh, despise dominion,
Right?
and speak evil of dignities.
Right?
Yet Michael the archangel, when contended with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, does not bring against him a railing accusation, but said to Yahweh, rebuke thee.
Do what?
Rebuke thee.
Right?
But these speak evil of those things which they know not.
That they what?
Which they know not.
Right?
But what they know naturally as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves.
They do what?
They corrupt themselves.
And a lot of brothers corrupting themselves, man.
Right.
Because you don't want to take the time to get built up, man. Right? Everything is fast forward nowadays. You just come in, you got that do as thou wilt spirit. Right? You got to take the time, right, to get built up. You got to take the time to have a solid foundation. You got to take the time to be rooted, man.
Right.
Or you going to corrupt yourself, man. The Lord going to make you a base in these last days, man.
Right.
Right, Rito?
Verse 11. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain.
They have did what?
They have gone in the way of Cain.
They have gone in the way of Cain. What did Cain do? What did Cain do to his brother?
Right.
He slew his brother, man.
That's right.
A lot of brothers out here slaying their own brother with false doctrines.
Right.
Right? Slaying their brother being puffed up, man.
Right.
Right? They not slaying their brother physically, but spiritually, man.
That's right.
Right? You know?
And ran greedily after the error of Balaam.
Right?
For reward and perished in the gainsaying of Korah.
Right?
These are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear.
Right? And you don't want to have your garment spotted in these last days, man. Right? That's it on that?
Huh.
All right, so let me get that. I'm going to get a few more. Let me get that at Jeremiah 28 and 15.
It's the book of Jeremiah.
So like, where had you at? You was in, all right, go to Jeremiah 23 and 21.
Huh. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 15.
So like we said, we said what happened to brothers that got this type of spirit, man. Right? That's doing things that the Lord didn't tell them to do, man. You know?
Then said the prophet Jeremiah to Hananiah the prophet,
Right?
Hear now, Hananiah, Yahweh have not sent thee.
Wait a minute, the Lord did what?
Yahweh have not sent thee.
And he telling them, hey, the Lord didn't send you, man. A lot of brothers out here talking about the Lord sent me, the Lord told me this. Hey, the Lord didn't do that, man. Right? The Lord didn't see you out here to build on another man's foundation, man. The Lord didn't see you to hate your own brother, man. The Lord didn't see you out here to be puffed up, man.
Right.
Right? That's not the works of the Lord. The Lord, name me one prophet where the Lord told him to go out there and do that. You're not going to find it, man. I don't know who you talked to, but it wasn't the Most High, man.
That's right.
Right? You know?
But thou makest this people to trust in a lie.
To do what?
To trust in a lie.
Right? To trust in Allah. And the Lord sent me out here. The Lord told me to be right here. No, the Lord didn't tell you that, brother.
That's right.
Right? And that's just the truth, man. A lot of brothers might get mad, but we out here telling the truth, man. We out here going precept upon precept, going into these scriptures.
That's right.
Going into these accounts, man.
That's right.
Right? That was it on that?
Lie.
Come.
Verse 16. Therefore thus saith Yahweh.
What?
Behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth.
Wait a minute, the Lord gonna do what?
I will cast thee from off the face of the earth.
And that's that man being abased. That's the man that exalteth himself and be abased, man. The Lord said he gonna cast you down from the face of the earth. And you don't want that punishment, man. You know?
Therefore, Salaki. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth.
Right?
This year thou shalt die.
Wait a minute, thou shalt what?
This year thou shalt die.
Hey, that's brothers don't want that, man. And these the punishments that happen to brothers who exalt themselves, man. That happen to brothers that got the spirit of Saul. They got the spirit of Rehoboam, man. The Lord said, this year ye shall die, man. And you don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen to any brother, man.
Right.
So you gotta examine yourself, man.
Right.
You know?
Because thou hast taught rebellion.
Thou hast did what?
Because thou hast taught rebellion.
And remember, we read in 1 Samuel 15, rebellion is that's the sin of what? Of witchcraft. Right? So ye have taught rebellion, you know?
Because thou hast taught rebellion against Yahweh.
Right?
So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month.
Right? So we seeing what happened to brothers that did that, man. Now go to Jeremiah 29 and 30. Baba Kasha.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29 and verse 30.
Right?
Then came the word of Yahweh unto Jeremiah,
Right.
saying, send to all them of the captivity, saying, thus saith Yahweh concerning Shemaiah the Nehelamite,
Right?
because that Shemaiah had prophesied unto you,
Right?
and I sent him not.
And he did what?
And I sent him
And
not.
that's the same thing he said to Hananiah. He said, hey, they are here talking about the Lord sent me. No, the Lord didn't send you, man. The Lord said, hey, I sent him not. I don't know who this is. Who is this man? Who is this man with the turban on? With the long garment on? With the fringes on?
Right.
Talking about he captain so-and-so. I didn't send him.
Right.
I don't know him. Who is that? Right? You didn't. The Lord didn't send you. You sent yourself, man. You know?
And he caused you to trust in a lie.
And he do what?
Caused you to trust in a
The
lie.
Lord caused you to, and he caused them to trust in the lie, man. Right? Coming out here talking about the Lord sent you, but you sent yourself, man. You know?
Verse 32. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will punish Shemaiah the Nehelamite.
He would do what?
I will punish Shemaiah the
The
Nehelamite
Lord gonna punish you for that, man. You know?
in his seed.
Right? In his, wait, in his what?
In his seed.
That's why you gotta take the time out to examine yourself, man. To think about what you're doing. Because every action that you make, it's gonna be a punishment for every action that you make, man.
Right.
If it ain't according to the Bible.
That's right.
Because not only will you get yourself punished, but you can get your children punished for that. You
Right.
can get your family punished for that, man.
Right.
People don't know how serious this is, man. What did the Lord do to David when David went off, man? And he punished his children. He killed his child, man.
That's right.
What did the Lord do to Saul? And he punished Saul and his children.
That's
and
right.
his children got put to death, man.
Right.
And they went to war with the Philistines, and the Lord allowed the Philistines to put Saul's children to death, man.
Right.
Hey, and some of his children was righteous. Hey, Jonathan was righteous.
Right.
Jonathan wasn't wicked, man. Saul's son Jonathan was righteous, man. But hey, what happened? He had to get that punishment because of his father, man.
Teach, huh?
Right? So read on.
because he have taught rebellion against Yahweh.
Right? Listen on that. Con. Let me get Matthew 23 and 1. I'm gonna get a couple more. Bring it where I had you at.
Con, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 21.
Right?
I have not sent these prophets.
The Lord said what?
I have not sent these prophets.
The Lord said, I have not sent these prophets. Brothers out here saying they prophets, but the Lord didn't send you, man.
Right.
Right?
Yet they ran. I have not spoken to them.
He had what?
I have not spoken to them.
So you can't be out here blaspheming, man. Brothers, I had a dream from the Lord, man. The Lord told me to do this and that. Wait, what?
They lying.
That's right.
The Lord did what? The Lord came to you and told you what? Since when has the Lord came to us and did that, man?
Did anything.
Right?
Chicken butt.
Right, read them.
Yet they prophesied.
Right?
But if they had stood in my counsel,
If they had did what?
stood in my
A
counsel.
lot of brothers, they don't want to stand in counsel, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers take counsel upon themselves and do what they want, man.
That's right. And had caused my people to hear my words.
Right?
Then they should have turned them from their evil ways
Right?
and from the evil of their doing.
Right?
Am I a power at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a power afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him?
Right? So the Lord see what you doing, man. Like I said, you ain't no hiding. The Lord said his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man.
That's right.
It's no hiding from the Lord, man. You can be righteous in front of other men. You can be righteous on camera, on YouTube. And be behind closed doors, the Lord see what you doing, man.
Right.
The Lord know what you thinking, man. Right? You know?
Saith Yahweh, do not I fill heaven and earth, saith Yahweh? And verse 25. Brother Mike.
You know.
Verse 25. I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name.
That do what?
Prophesy lies in my name.
Right, so a lot of people out here prophesying lies in the Lord's name, you know?
Saying, I have dreamed. I have dreamed.
Uh-huh.
How long shall this be?
What verse you at?
Verse 26.
All right, yeah, read that last one. And I'm
The heart of the prophets that prophesy lies. Yea, they are prophets of the decent of their own heart.
Right. So what's going on? What's your question?
I'm just thinking it sounds like you're promoting that you're not necessarily right?
Well, I mean, that's not the main message, but
So what's the main message?
that's according to the Bible. Yeah, he according to the Bible, so-called Jesus Christ is not a so-called white man.
Right.
And we can prove that according to the Bible. So what's your belief?
I'm a Christian. I love Jesus.
Okay, you love Jesus. You know what Jesus looked like?
Nope.
Don't?
Nope.
So you said that you love Jesus?
Yeah.
So how do you love Jesus? How do you show that you love Jesus?
I try to do what he asks me to do. I love my neighbor.
So what did he ask you to do?
Love my neighbor.
Okay. So loving your neighbor is a what?
What do you mean?
Where did that come from? Loving your neighbor. What is that a part of?
Well, that's what Jesus tells us to do. He was asked what the two most important commandments are.
Okay, that was a commandment, right?
Yes, sir.
So loving your brother is a commandment. So I'm gonna ask you a question, right? Who were the commandments given to?
Everyone.
They was given to everyone?
Everyone.
Okay. So can we go to the Bible and show you who the commandments was given to?
Please.
Okay. Go to give me Sirach. Go to Sirach. What you got? Psalm 47, 147?
Come.
All right, hold that. Let me get Sirach 45 and 15. So yeah, read this first and then you can bring that up.
God. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 45 and verse 17. Verse 17.
15. Salaki.
Verse 15. Moses consecrated him and anointed him with holy oil.
Right?
This was appointed unto him by an everlasting covenant.
By what?
By an everlasting
So
covenant.
this is talking about Moses, right? Read on during the time of the Exodus. Read on.
And to his seed, so long as the heavens should remain,
Right.
that they should minister unto him and execute the office of the priesthood,
Right.
and bless the people in his name.
And do what?
And bless the people in his name.
And bless the people in his name. So we finna see exactly what people is this talking about. That was blessed by the Lord, that received the commandments.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 16, he chose him out of all men living to offer sacrifices to Yahweh,
Right, read on.
incense and sweet savor,
Right.
for a memorial to make reconciliation for his people.
Right. For what?
For his people.
So that's possession. The Lord said for his people. So we finna find out who was the Lord people that he gave the commandments to. Read on.
Verse 17,
Right.
he gave unto him his commandments.
He did what?
He gave unto him his commandments.
So he gave unto Moses his commandments, right? Remember the 10 commandments, the table stones, right? So let's see what Moses did with these table stones of the commandments. Read on.
And authority and statutes of judgments that he should teach Jacob.
That he shall do what?
That he should teach
That
Jacob.
he shall teach everybody.
That he should teach Jacob.
So that he should teach Jacob. Read.
Thy testimonies. And inform Israel.
And inform who?
And inform
And
Israel.
inform everybody.
And inform
That
Israel.
he should teach Jacob and inform Israel. Read.
In his laws.
In his what?
In his laws.
In his what?
In his laws.
In his law. So the laws and commandments was for Jacob and the children of Jacob, which would be the Israelites. Read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms,
Right.
chapter 146, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He did what?
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So the Lord showed his word unto Jacob. Where you going? Hey, where you going? Hey, where you going? Like, hey, give me Proverbs 28:1. Give me Proverbs 28:1, man. Where you going? Hey, where you going, man? I thought we was talking about Jesus. I thought we was talking about Jesus.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The wicked flee.
What?
The wicked flee.
That damn devil.
The wicked flee.
That damn devil.
The wicked flee.
The wicked flee, man. It got too hot in the kitchen for that damn devil, man.
That's right.
We had to put his ass to fight, man.
That's right.
Right?
When no man pursuing.
With no man what?
When no man pursuing.
No man what?
When no man pursuing.
We ain't worried about that damn devil, man.
That's right.
Right? Talking about that, all that Christianity garbage, that's getting shut down, man. Right? Oh, the command. I love Jesus. I don't know what he looks like, but I love him.
See, John.
He was like, commandments, yeah. Love my brother, love my neighbor. I was like, who the commandments given to? We brought it out for him. He didn't say nothing. He had to walk away, man. Right? So read that again from the top, man.
The wicked, this is the book of Proverbs,
Right.
chapter 28, verse 1.
Right?
The wicked flee.
The what?
The wicked flee.
Right?
When no man pursuing.
So Napoleon Dynamite, he had to take flight, man. He had to get up out of here, man. He don't know what's going on. These devils don't know what's going on, man. He was confounded, man.
Quick.
Matter of fact, hold that, drop that, go to Job 6:20. Let me get Job 6:20. And then we're going to get back to the message and I'm going to close up.
This is the book of Job, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Right?
They were confounded.
They were what?
They were confounded.
Who was that damn devil?
They were confounded.
Yeah, brother, he was confounded, man. He didn't know he couldn't even answer that. Wait a minute, the Israelites, they were only giving to the, he had to walk away, man. You know?
Because they had hope.
And he had hope. He had hope that the laws and commandments was given to everybody on the earth, man.
Right.
Was given to every nation on the planet, man.
That's right.
But that's not what the Bible say. You know?
They came thither.
That devil, he did what?
They came
He
thither.
came thither. He was like, I'm interested. What are you guys talking about? I want to know what's going on. You know?
And were ashamed.
And we're what?
And were
Who was
ashamed.
that damn devil?
And were ashamed.
He was ashamed, man.
Right.
Right? But as the servants of the Lord, we're not ashamed, man. We're not ashamed to tell you that the Lord is only coming back for the Israelites, man.
That's right.
The laws and commandments is only for the Israelites, man.
Right.
And all you damn heathens, you go into slavery, man. Right? We not ashamed to tell you that, man. So I hope he go get ready for that captivity, man.
That's right.
The way he was looking, he don't really look like he fit for the cotton field.
He ain't ready.
So I don't even know if I want him, man. What do y'all brothers y'all want? Y'all can take him if you want him. I don't want him, man. Yeah, you want to take him? Yeah, you can take him. Hey, he don't look like he too in shape for me, man.
You said he gonna paint the walls?
Nah, he ain't been. He moving sand.
Right, he gotta do something. Cause he don't look like he in shape to work on my cotton field, man. He ain't gonna make it.
Oh, praise.
I need them big, strong Edomites like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
That's what I need. I can't have them little frail Edomites, man.
That's right. Oh, man.
So let's get back to the Matthew 23:1. We gonna close it
$1
out.
for Schwarzenegger.
Right, yeah. God, Matthew 23:1. Let me get Matthew 4:17. I'm gonna close it up.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 1.
So like we was going into before that devil slithered his way over here, right? Right, we was talking about the nation of Israel.
Right.
Right, coming back together as a nation, man.
That's right,
Right, you know?
Then spake YAHAWAH'S to the multitude and to his disciples,
Right.
saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
They do what?
Sit in Moses' seat.
So the scribes and the Pharisees were sitting in Moses' seat, right? Because Moses, he was the lawgiver, right? So these brothers will study and giving out the law, right? Read on.
All therefore whatsoever they bid of you, observe and do.
Do what?
Observe and do.
So the Lord is telling them, look, everything that the scribes and Pharisees, everything that they teaching, that's what I want you to do. Because they teaching the commandments, so I want you to do that. I want you to keep the commandments. But what did the Lord say? Read on.
But do not ye after their works.
But do what?
But do not ye after their works.
So he said, look, I want you to do what they're teaching, but don't do what they're doing. Because they're not keeping the commandments of the Lord. They keeping the commandments of men.
Right.
Right, read on.
For they say and do not.
For they do what?
For they say and do not.
A lot of brothers, they say and they do not, man. And they say love your brother as you love yourself, but they're not doing that. That spirit is going on right now. And we talk about regeneration, right? We say, oh yeah, that brother mighty, man. He might be David in the spirit. That brother mighty, he might be Samuel, man. He might be Jeremiah, Isaiah, Daniel. But people forget. Hey, it was a lot of wicked priests in the Bible. It was a lot of wicked scribes in the Bible.
Right.
It was a lot of wicked kings in the Bible.
Right.
Right? Somebody got to be the Pharisees today, man.
That's right.
Somebody got to be the Sadducees today, man.
Right.
Everybody can't be the righteous people in the Bible. Somebody got to be the wicked people in the Bible. A lot of brothers say, they say and they do not. They out here teaching brotherly love. You got to love your brother. You got to love your neighbor.
Right.
Your brother walk past you. Hey, Yashawan, kid. Hey, nigga, we don't know you, nigga. You ain't in our camp, man. You ain't under Captain so-and-so. And you wicked, man. Wait a minute. Didn't you just say that you got to love your brother?
Right.
That's right.
I'm confused now. What's going on? You just said one thing, but you're doing something else.
Teach up.
You don't know the brother from a can of paint. The brother come up to you, hey, Yashawan, King. Hey, man, hey, you a wicked nigga, man. If you ain't over here with us, you a wicked nigga.
Right.
What scripture is that, man? Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous in these last days, man.
Yeah.
Finish that off, King.
Verse 4.
Right.
For they bind heavy burdens
Right.
and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers.
Right.
Verse 5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
To be what?
To be seen of men.
Brothers got want to have in these last days.
Works to be seen of
A
men.
lot of brothers got the works to be seen of men, man. A lot of brothers are respecters of persons. A lot of brothers want vainglory. A lot of brothers men worshipers and man pleasers, man. And we don't give a damn about that, man.
Yeah.
The only name we exalting is the name of YAHAWAH'S man. Don't nothing else matter, man. If you ain't trying to make the kingdom, don't nothing else matter, man. You know?
They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments.
And that's what they do. They say, hey, look at me. I got this so-and-so breakdown, right? I got the breakdown on this. I got the breakdown on that. But what you doing, brother, is you keeping these commandments, right? Like you say you is, you know?
Yeah.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
And love the uppermost rooms at feast.
And do what?
And love the uppermost rooms at feast.
But wait, we just read in Luke 14, right? In Luke the 14th chapter, we learn about what the Lord said about brothers like that.
Right.
When he bid you to the wedding, right?
Right.
He said, look, don't sit at the highest room.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
Or I'm gonna make you a base. But if you come in and you sit in the lowest room,
Right.
And he said, I'm gonna exalt you.
Right.
So, hey, the Pharisees, they love to sit and where?
And love the uppermost rooms at feast.
Right, so they love to put themselves up and sit in the highest room like the Lord told them not to do, right? Read on.
And the chief seats in the synagogue.
Right.
Verse 7. And greetings in the markets.
Right.
And to be called of men.
Right, to be called of men what?
Rabbi. Rabbi.
To be called what?
Rabbi. Rabbi.
That's what a lot of brothers desire. They want to be called of men, oh, captain, captain. Oh, general, general. Right? Oh, deacon, deacon. Right?
Top dog.
But hey, they don't want to be called a student, man.
Right.
That's what you need to be in these last days. You need to be a student, man.
Right.
Right, you know? Man want these vain titles, man. But the Lord not out here for that. You can have a title one day and the Lord can strip that away from you, man.
That's right.
Like the Lord told Saul, he said, hey, you the king right now, but I'm going to strip the kingdom for your hands and I'm going to give it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou. Man.
Right.
Right, you know?
Verse 8.
Right.
Be not ye called rabbi.
What the Lord say?
But be not ye called rabbi.
The Lord said, look, don't be worried about being called a certain title, man. It's not about that, man. Right, Rito?
For one is your master.
For one is what?
For one is your
So
master.
you shouldn't be worried about having vainglory and be called a certain title. Right? Rito?
Even the Mashiach YAHAWAH'S.
That's right, Rito.
And all ye are brethren.
Right?
One verse 9.
Tell him.
Verse 9. And call no man your father upon the earth.
Right?
For one is your father which is in heaven.
Right?
Neither be ye called masters. For one is your master, even the Mashiach YAHAWAH'S.
Right?
Verse 11. But he that is greatest among you.
He that is what?
But he that is greatest among you.
He that is greatest among you, right, Rito?
Shall be your servant.
Shall be what?
Shall be your servant.
That's why you don't want to exalt yourself, man. Hey, because he that is greatest among you, brothers getting puffed up, hey, the Lord gonna make you be a servant, man.
Right.
Hey, Saul got puffed up, and the Lord, and he took the kingdom away from him, and he gave it to David.
Right.
And he was like, hey, Saul had a problem with that. He was like, wait a minute. I ain't finna be serving this little nigga, man.
Right.
Who is David, man? I want to kill. And the Lord put the evil spirit on him, man. And Saul wanted to kill David, man. Because of envy, man. Because of jealousy, man. All because you don't want to keep the laws of the Lord, man. Right? You know?
Verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself.
And whosoever shall do what?
And whosoever shall exalt
It's
himself.
going right back to Luke 14:11, right? You know?
Shall be abased.
Shall be what?
Shall be abased.
Shall be what?
Shall be abased.
Shall be abased, read.
And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted.
Right? And that's it on verse 12.
Huh.
So that's it on that, right? So like I said, this is a message for the nation, man.
Right.
It don't matter what so-called title that you got. It don't matter how many people you got up under you. You got to humble yourself in these last days, man. Right? Or the Lord go abase you, man. The same way that he abased King Rehoboam. The same way he abased King Saul. The same way he abased the Pharisees, man. Right? So read what you got.
This is the book of Matthew,
Right.
chapter 4, verse 17.
Right?
For that time Yahweh shall begin to preach
Right?
and to say, repent,
Do what?
repent,
Do what?
repent,
Right? Read.
for the kingdom,
For the what?
for the kingdom,
For the what?
for the kingdom
Right?
of heaven is at hand.
Is that what?
Is at hand.
Is that what?
Is at hand.
Right, so like we tell you week in and week out, right? The kingdom of heaven is at hand for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you didn't know, you living in the last days, and if you want to escape the death, destruction, the famine, and the pestilence that's coming to the earth, you got to come back to the Lord You got to repent and you got to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right.
But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawah Shai, and Shalom.
Shalom.